Hey guys, it's Chevy here. Alrighty, so we're going to be playing Ground War. It's Domination on Dome. I cannot believe we're playing on Dome. This is the smallest fucking map for Ground War, especially Domination. Alrighty, so today we are going to talk about the support point streak system. I'm using a PV90 with Hardline, Sleight of Hand, and Stalker with the Silencer attachment and the Kick proficiency. So, I've been a very avid reader and poster of the Modern Warfare 3 forums, and I have noticed that a lot of people are complaining and crying about how the support streak is very, not OP, but very helpful, I guess, more than it should be towards newer players, and that only newer players should be using it. So those of us who are of a little higher skill level shouldn't be using it because we should get good and all this other crap that they're saying. Alrighty, so this entire match is going to be about helping support your team with the support point streak. So I'm running the Ballistic Vest, Advanced UAV, and the Osprey airdrop. Now, the Ballistic Vest is a very good thing to run during Domination, and especially during Ground War because you have so many teammates, because you get experience points every time they take a vest, and it gives your teammates a little bit more health. It's not a lot, it's just enough to kind of help them, probably not die in as many bullets as they would have originally. Now, it's very easy if you're using Hardline, 4 kills, and bam, you got it. Now, the thing about using the Advanced UAV, I only use it because it's kind of reminiscent of the Blackbird, except the Blackbird was better in Black Ops. So I guess I'm trying to get the same feel for it. It's really not. I've actually changed to using the Remote Sentry now because it's very, very effective, especially in games like Domination. Now, the airdrop, I can understand why certain people are crying that it's unfair that a player can get this airdrop with 18 kills and not have to worry about dying. True. But at the same time, if you are in a team with other people, if you guys know how to work together, or at least have the common sense to take things out when you see them come towards the map, you should just be perfectly fine. If it takes them an entire Domination match to get 18 kills, it's probably okay if they get that airdrop, just because it's probably not going to do them much good in the end anyways. That's just me saying from experience, because I'm all about the win. A lot of people care about their KD. It's all about the kill-death ratio, what the scoreboard at the very end says. Well, all I care about really is winning and making sure that everyone, in a sense, has as much fun as possible. Now, no one likes getting spawn trapped, no one likes getting rape trained. It sucks. It really does suck. Having been on both ends of that, I understand both sides. As you can see here, we're actually having a really tough time keeping B. So I tell everyone that we should just go ahead and just go for A, even though I keep rushing, because I keep trying to become a distraction. Which essentially is good and bad, because you end up just dying a shit ton of times, as you can see here. Now, the support kill streaks, or point streaks as they're called, are very effective when you use them properly. As example with the Ballistic Vest, it's something that everyone can benefit from, and it's just not solely focused on you. Now, I get that the Stealth Bomber and the EMP are also in the support package. The EMP does help out the entire team. It's a great usage, however, I don't find very much usage for it, because even when I get EMP'd, it's not that big of a deal because I don't rely on equipment and I don't rely on sights in order to help me in my gun-on-gun battles. So I could care less if all of those things are down, and not having anything in the air for a little bit is kind of a nice thing. The Stealth Bomber is something a lot of people have been complaining about, that, you can get it so easily. The Stealth Bomber makes a pretty fucking big noise when it's coming towards the map. If you're in a gunfight, yeah, maybe you're not gonna just stop your gunfight and run for cover, but you're gonna have to choose one. Either die via the gunfight, possibly, or die via the Stealth Bomber. Which one would you rather die on? Giving the person who has the stealth bomber another kill, or just dying trying to go for cover. I would probably just die going for cover. That way you're not giving them that kill that they expected. It's pretty simple when it comes down to it. Alright, so now that we're kind of focused off that a little bit, this class is a pretty amazing class, especially for things like domination and for maps that are this close quartered. It has a very nice fire rate. Its magazine is normal, but for the fire rate, it does kind of run dry pretty quickly. So if you don't absolutely need sleight of hand, then scavenger would be a must. Or you could go ahead and, if you have the required experience and weapon level, you can just slap on extended mags and boom, your problem is solved. As you can see, I dropped my airdrop, right? And there he just took it out. So basically, as some people have been crying about, I've noticed a couple of threads where people were saying that, oh, I just got 17 kills for nothing because some guy got their EMP when they were like 14 and 30 or 15 and 30. Well, I just did the same thing happened to me. I didn't get them consecutively, but I did just get 18 kills for nothing. I have nothing to show for it now. I don't have any airdrop. I don't have crap. So you gotta take what you can get, and you have to understand that sometimes shit like that is just going to happen. Now, the thing is, supporting the team, especially in games like Domination, is the main priority and should always stay the main priority. I know in Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops, Domination games were always a game where people were going for ridiculously high kill streaks. People were always trying to go for a nuke or trying to, just go for dogs and their chopper gunners all the time, which is fine, but you can do that in Team Deathmatch. Get out of my objective game mode, please. I'm a strong believer in objective game mode should be played for the objective and the objective only. It's great if you go 40 and 2, but that doesn't mean that you did more work than the guy who was capping flags the entire game. And maybe he only went 15 and 25. He's a team player. He's doing it for us and not just for himself. I think that anyone who has anything different to say, saying that the support is for noobs and that, we should get good and use something else, being an above average player, I say no. You should just get better and learn to take things down. Sure, with the EMP and the stealth bomber, you can't take those things down. However, I noticed that a lot of people don't use those as much, or at least in just the lobbies I've been. Usually I see people using airdrops, I see people using sentry guns, and I see people using the advanced UAV, which those point streaks are actually really not worth it. I do it mainly for the experience points and for helping out the team. But other people just kind of think they're great streaks, and they're really not. The sentry gun can get taken out pretty quickly, and the advanced UAV is really not that helpful. It's basically a nice UAV instead of the crappy one you get to begin with, but it's not anything to be hooping and hollering and saying, oh my god, new players should not get this kind of advantage, and neither should the vet players. Because you should already learn how to be on the offensive when it comes to game modes like this. As you can see, we're having a pretty hard time during this match for some reason, trying to capture things. I have no idea why. I mean, usually we're a very well-rounded, good amount of players. So there's a lot of factors that you have to take into account when, you're playing game modes that are objective-based and what kind of caliber of players you're going against. So try not to scream out and cry noob every time someone uses the support package, because, hey, I use it, it's great, it's helpful, and I want everyone to go ahead and enjoy and win, rather than just me going flawless and us losing the damn match. That's the worst thing ever, and I don't see why people could even possibly have fun that way. That just seems asinine to have to go through all that work to go flawless and then still lose. That makes no sense whatsoever. So that's just my little words of wisdom. It's a very touchy topic for me because there's a lot of people that don't understand that objective game mode should stay for the objective. Instead, they use it for any other kind of kill whoring that they would like to use. And I'm glad that in this system it's not as easy to kill whore, and I'm glad that you can also add to your point streak by capturing things. That way, you have people who are giving up everything, their kill-death ratio, their, time, whatever, they're giving it up so we can win, and so you could get that advanced UAV, or so you could get that EMP, instead of you having to get it yourself, maybe not even getting it because it takes you so long to get it. So it's kind of goes both ways, guys. I want you guys to tell me what you guys think. Leave your comments, what packages you use, what is it or is it not a noob thing to run support when you're a higher skilled player? Drop a comment, leave a message, anything you can. Rate, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And you can see we barely won, by 16 points. So here's your kill cam, and I believe I go 22-30, which is not one of my best games, but we won, and that's all I care about. So go ahead, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.